So this is a story all about how I wanted to build my quails a new home, but then I ended up with a Home Depot nightmare. Hi everybody, my name's Joanna. I'm 19 years old. And I never freaking learned how to read. Okay, I'm over, I'm done. As most of you know, I have 4 quails. Quinton, Quincy, Quigley, and Peep. And I said that I wasn't gonna make any more videos about them, but this happened and I just couldn't resist myself. We've been hearing commotion every once in a while from their box, and we never really knew what was making them so agitated. Every once in a while, one of them would even fly out of the box. It was crazy. We had to cover them with this piece of cardboard because one time we woke up and Quigley had jumped out overnight and was just roaming the main floor, pooping as he went. So for the longest time, we didn't know what was happening. You know, it was completely befuddling us. That was until my dad said to himself one day, you know what? No, I am going to stand beside that box and watch them and see what the hell is happening. And oh my God, were we in for quite the shock. So turns out, Quincy is actually a man. He's a big, tough, testosterone-ridden pair of balls. And, well, Quinton, Quigley, and Peep, they ovulate. So as one can imagine, Quincy has made it his habit to run after the hens all day in an attempt to plant his seed. And that's the commotion we're hearing. And the consequences of this were put on full display when the quails started pooping out eggs. So in conclusion, my quails are making the beast with 2 backs. How nice. Now because of this, I want to give them a bigger home. I want to give the ladies some more room to run around. Unfortunately, I can't really teach Quincy to keep it in his pants, so I'm gonna have to do something else, you know. I feel bad for Quinton, Quigley, and Peep. It must be irritating to be nonstop pursued by a hormonal bird. So anyways, I drew up a blueprint for a custom-made, spacious, decorated home for them, and to work I got. Now here's the thing. I would keep my quails outdoors in a little enclosed space, but there's 2 issues here. One, I live in Canada, where every winter it gets freeze your nipples off kind of cold. And number 2, I live in an area where there are a lot of natural predators to the quail. Animals like foxes, raccoons, rats, and even squirrels could come across my little posse of birds and be all like, "We eating well today, dude." So, you know, I have quite a couple limitations, but I'm willing to work within the boundaries. My plan of action here, okay, I don't know if you can see it. Screw it, I'll just explain it. This is my show and tell presentation for the Quail Dream House. It's a sort of terrarium, and I'm gonna decorate it all nice and pretty and things like that. It's 42 inches wide, 27 inches deep, and another 27 inches high. It's gonna be decorated all nice and pretty in there, you know. I'm gonna put some flowers, some natural things. Who knows? Maybe I'll call the Property Brothers and they could decorate it for me. Anyways, I'm done rambling. Let's go shopping. So this, I should have just stopped here, but of course I didn't because I wouldn't be here complaining if I did. I had a pretty demanding shopping list, so we went to Rana, of course. I walk in, and guess what? They had nothing. So that was nothing short of disappointing, and you know, maybe that was the universe telling me, Joanna, it's not late for you to go home and not do this. But of course I didn't listen, because what even is that? So we went the extra 10 miles to the Home Depot, and you know, I was eager. I don't know why, because what was about to happen was about to do a number on my patience. So first we got the sticks. That was pretty easy. We found these gardening ones and thought, sure, why not? I'll do it. This was my first mistake, but you'll see why later. Okay, so then it was time to buy the acrylic to make the walls of the terrarium. Sure, I'll call it a terrarium at this point. I couldn't care less. Now let me give you all a quick lesson in cutting acrylic. You can't use this. You certainly can't use that. And you maybe shouldn't use that. What you're supposed to use is this. A utility knife, but not just any utility knife. You have to use one specific for cutting acrylic. You score the acrylic where you want to cut it and snap it, and boom, a clear rectangle. Okay, so my mom and we marked out where we were going to cut the acrylic, right? We were going to try and find the stupid utility knife to cut it, but guess what? The knives are sold out. What a day. So then we were like, okay, we have two options here. Curl up in the fetal position and give up on this project, or go to another Home Depot and try to find another knife. You see, guys, not only did we go to one other Home Depot, we went to 3 other Home Depots. And then when we got to the third one and we had to cut the stupid acrylic, we started to score it and it wouldn't break in half until it did, but in the wrong position, and it was just a mess. And there was this creepy old guy watching us the entire time, and that wasn't even the worst part. Getting these pieces of plastic into our tiny Corolla was a chore, and I'm never ever gonna do this again. Anyways, I went to bed that night because I had had a day. And I was just over it. I don't want to hear about those stupid quails. I don't want to hear about Home Depot. I don't want to hear about Rana. I'm in way over my head. Good night. So it's the next day. I'm ready to start building. First, let's do a little haul. Okay, so first things first, we've got some sticks. This is kind of going to be like the skeleton. They're kind of flimsy, so I'm going to have to be careful with them, but it's what I got, so it's what I'm gonna get. Then we got this clear thing. The rest of the pieces are downstairs because they're freaking heavy. So yeah, we're gonna have to cut this still. It's gonna be a mess. My arms are gonna fall off, but hey, what are you gonna do? Oh! You shall not pass! This ruler, my mom really liked, so I bought it for her. But it is really useful. I'll use it for something, I think. Now we only have some little bits and pieces here. We got some Gorilla Glue, some epoxy, also by Gorilla Glue, hinges, some more hinges, a magnet, and another magnet. Yeah. That's it. Chapter 1, cut them sticks. Okay, so the first step is to cut the wood. I mean, who would have thought, eh? So this step is actually rather easy. All you have to do is measure 48 inches, mark it with the Sharpie, realize that it's actually supposed to be 45 inches, get mad, want to quit, remeasure all the sticks, walk downstairs, find a cutting thing, walk back upstairs, actually cut the sticks, and then boom, you're done. Be careful. A common mistake is to snort the wood dust, so be careful because it's not cocaine. You will get splinters in your nostrils. Chapter 2, glue them sticks together. Okay, like I always like to say, there's only one way to figure out how to really do this, and that's to just do it. You could do a little thing like this, a little something like that. Oh, that was a mess. Bob the Builder, he's a mess. You know, I really should not be doing this, especially given that my quails are gonna live in this for the rest of their lives. I'm not a handy woman, you know, I don't build things. Yesterday, I tried to hang one of my paintings on my wall. Oh boy, was it a chore. I'll just be here for 20 to 30 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it sticks! I hope you guys know that I would literally do anything for you, okay? I would cut off a... No! No! Chapter 3. Actually, forget the glue, using nails. Okay, so the wood glue didn't work. Tough luck. Turns out Gorilla Glue isn't that strong. So my mom had the genius idea to use nails. So that's what we did. I'd say we really nailed it. And I'm glad we didn't screw it up. Oh my god, I'm going to jail. Chapter 4! Oh no, it wobbles! You know what they say, one step forward, a million steps back. This thing that I had built was a disaster. It was not sturdy, it was not stable, and you would catch me with pants down before I ever put my quails in that thing. So guess what we did? Back to Home Depot we went, but we built it again. We used some dumb thick sticks. It was painful, and who would have guessed? It was much better. Chapter 5, 3 walls, no ceiling, and a door. So remember how I said that the walls of the terrarium were going to be acrylic so I could see my children? Well, None of the pieces were salvageable from the Home Depot meltdown. Travel to 3 different locations so I can find the right utility knife. How are we supposed to fit this in our car fiasco? So we used these really dinky and thin pieces of wood, and we nailed it to the sides, and voila, it's 4 walls. No, there's no ceiling, and yes, there were some measurement mishaps, but we'll just cover it with some tape. Chapter 6, The Epoxy Conundrum. Now, the front door. So I had this idea for a swinging front door. I know, it's kind of bougie, but just stick with me for a second. Mostly so that we could easily clean the cage. These birds, they poop like it's nobody's business. So we have to be able to clean this cage really easily. It's awesome. It's excellent. Bob the Builder. Yes, we can. Okay, door's finished. Now, thankfully, we were able to salvage 1 piece of acrylic. So we glued that thing on the door frame with epoxy. Epoxy is this thing with a cool name, but I have absolutely no idea how it works. You have 20 seconds to mix it and then slap it on a surface. All of that is not to mention the moldy alcohol stench that emanates from it. Dear Holy Mother of God, somebody get that thing some deodorant. And boom! At the cost of about 70% of my sanity, this quail home can be yours, built with the utmost pristine materials, exquisite craftsmanship, and impeccable design. But wait, there's more. Order now and we'll throw in some broken acrylic and some terrible screw driving skills.
Ah! Jesus Christ. Okay, 50.
Okay, so it was time to decorate the terrarium, if you will. So I took some time and bought a bunch of crap off of Amazon, and it arrived the next day. I bought some sticks, a tree, this vine, some rocks, this thing, a plant pot, and this little drinking station. And then all we had to do was decorate. We made it cute, we made it fun. A sprinkling of bougie, a serving of mystery. It was a quail moment. When we put them in their new home, they kind of just stared at each other for a couple moments, but then they started to explore. But yeah, that's it. That's the story of my Home Depot nightmare. It happened, we survived, my quails are happy, and that's all that matters. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed whatever the hell this was, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles! What do you think? Oh no, 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 Quincy, no, 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 no!